When the world thought the tragic death of actor Yu Menglong was finally being laid to rest, detectives made a chilling discovery that would send shockwaves through every corner of the entertainment world. His death, which many have believed was accidental, has now turned into one of the most spine-tingling mysteries of the decade. What started as a quiet investigation soon spiraled into a global storm after detectives found something no one was prepared for: a hidden flash drive and a phone that contained secrets so dark they could shatter reputations, destroy empires, and rewrite everything people believed about Yu Menglong's final days. It all began when a special task force revisited Yu Menglong's apartment for what they called a routine reevaluation. The apartment, still sealed with police tape and soaked in the eerie silence of absence, felt like a time capsule. The investigators combed through every inch, and just when it seemed there was nothing left to find, one detective noticed something strange: a slightly loose panel behind the wardrobe. When they pulled it open, everyone froze. Inside, wrapped carefully in a piece of fabric, was Yu Menglong's second phone and a small black flash drive. The room grew tense as they realized this was no ordinary discovery. What lay inside those two devices would soon become the center of one of the most haunting investigations in modern entertainment history. When the team powered on the phone, they found encrypted folders, hidden apps, and strange recordings stored deep within. It took hours of digital forensics to crack the code, and when the files finally opened, what they saw left the entire team speechless. The phone contained dozens of voice notes, screenshots, and private recordings that revealed a side of Yu Menglong no one had ever seen. A man trapped between fear and desperation, yet determined to tell the truth. In one voice note, his voice trembled as he said, "If anything happens to me, it won't be an accident. The truth is in the drive." That statement alone changed everything. The officers knew they had just stumbled upon the key that could unlock the mystery behind his death. But it was the flash drive that sent real chills down their spines. Inside a folder labeled The Untold Truth, they discovered files that connected multiple people in the entertainment industry: producers, managers, even a few fellow actors, to a secret network of manipulation and deceit. There were emails, contracts, and recorded conversations that revealed shocking details about how fame, control, and betrayal were intertwined behind the glamorous facade of show business. One of the clips showed Yu Menglong himself pacing in his apartment, whispering into the camera, "They think I don't know, but I see everything. If you're watching this, it means they got to me." That video, which has not yet been released to public, is now being described by insiders as one of the most disturbing and emotional pieces of evidence in the case. Investigators also found a series of encrypted text messages on his phone between Yu and a mysterious contact saved under the name Sparrow. The messages were brief, cryptic, and frighteningly urgent. Yu wrote, "I'm scared. I can't trust anyone anymore. They're watching me." Sparrow responded, "Stay calm. Upload everything to the cloud. Don't let them find the drive." These messages were sent less than 24 hours before his death, suggesting that Yu Menglong knew his life was in danger. The question that now haunts everyone is, who was Sparrow? Was it someone trying to help him? A journalist? A confidant? Or could it have been someone involved in the very conspiracy Yu was trying to expose? Every lead detectives have followed has ended in dead ends, as if Sparrow never existed at all. According to sources close to the investigation, the flash drive also contained footage of private meetings between Yu and several powerful figures in the industry. The tone of the conversations was intense, filled with hidden threats and implications. In one clip, a voice believed it belonged to a well-known executive warned him, "If you go public with this, you'll destroy yourself and everyone around you." Yu replied calmly, "Then let it destroy me. But the truth has to come out." Those words now echo in the minds of millions of fans around the world who are still struggling to accept that their beloved star might have died because he refused to stay silent. After these discoveries, detectives officially reopened the case as a potential homicide. Forensic experts began cross-analyzing every piece of digital evidence, from the timestamps of his recordings to the last calls he made before his death. The timeline now suggests that Yu may have been under surveillance, and that someone close to him had been monitoring his every move. His closest friends have come forward to reveal that in his final weeks, Yu seemed withdrawn, anxious, and paranoid. He stopped attending events, avoided certain calls, and even told one confidant, "I think someone is following me." When news of the hidden flash drive broke, social media erupted. Fans from across the world flooded online platforms with theories, tears, and outrage. Hashtags like hashtag Justice for Yu Menglong, hashtag the flash drive mystery, and hashtag Who is Sparrow immediately trended, as millions tried to piece together the truth. Old interviews of Yu resurfaced, including one where he nervously laughed when asked about the dark side of fame. His haunting reply, "Some things are better left unsaid," has now become a viral reminder of how much he might have been hiding behind that calm smile. As the investigation deepens, detectives are uncovering a trail of secrets that point toward a coordinated cover-up within the entertainment world. There are reports of blackmail, hidden accounts, and leaked payments to individuals tasked with silencing potential whistleblowers. Several people associated with Yu Menglong have already been questioned, and a few have mysteriously vanished or fled abroad. Insiders whisper that the files on that flash drive could bring down not just a few individuals, but an entire system built on corruption and fear. Meanwhile, fans are no longer waiting for answers. They are demanding them. Thousands have gathered outside police headquarters, holding candles, posters, and letters, chanting, "We want the truth." Online, millions of voices are uniting, refusing to let Yu's story fade into silence. What began as grief has now transformed into a powerful movement, one that stands for justice, transparency, and accountability. People are demanding that the contents of the flash drive be made public, arguing that the world deserves to know what Yu Menglong died protecting. Authorities have remained tight-lipped, refusing to release full details of what's inside the drive, citing national security and legal implications. But leaks from anonymous insiders continue to surface, hinting at disturbing revelations yet to come. There are rumors that Yu had been in contact with a group of investigative journalists before his death, planning to expose what he had discovered in a major press conference. That press conference never happened. And now, with the flash drive in police custody, the truth remains locked behind encrypted walls. Among the most heartbreaking discoveries was a draft message on his phone, titled, "If I don't make it." In the note Yu wrote, "I'm not afraid anymore. The truth matters, even if I don't live to see it revealed. Tell them I tried. Tell them to look in the drive. Everything they need to know is there." These words, now immortalized across social media, have become a symbol of his courage and a call for justice that refuses to die. Fans continue to share the message across platforms, urging the world to remember not just the actor, but the man who stood for truth even in the face of death. The deeper detectives dig, the darker the case becomes. Several new witnesses have come forward claiming that Yu received strange calls in the days before his death. One witness, a neighbor, said they saw unfamiliar vehicles parked near his residence multiple nights in a row. Another claimed that the night before Yu's body was found, they heard shouting and the sound of something breaking inside the apartment. All these testimonies are now part of a growing pile of evidence suggesting that Yu Menglong didn't die by accident. He was silenced. As global pressure mounts, officials are racing against time to decrypt the final layer of the flash drive. Experts believe there may be one final video hidden deep within, a video that could contain the ultimate truth about who is behind it all. Every day, new information surfaces, new names are whispered, and new fears arise about what might happen if those files ever reach the public eye. But one thing remains certain. Yu Menglong's death has ignited something that cannot be contained. It has opened the eyes of millions to the dark realities hidden behind fame, power, and influence. Today, as the investigation continues, the world waits in uneasy silence. Fans light candles, detectives dig deeper, and every corner of the internet hums with one question. Who wanted Yu Menglong gone and why? Was it a betrayal from within his closest circle, or was he a target of something far bigger than anyone can imagine? Until the final truth is revealed, the mystery continues to haunt hearts and headlines alike. Yu Menglong's name has now become more than that of a beloved star. It's a symbol of truth, bravery, and the haunting price of exposing secrets too powerful to stay buried. And when the final revelation comes, when the files are decrypted and the truth finally emerges, the world may never see the entertainment industry the same way again. For now, the story remains unfinished, suspended between grief and justice, hope and horror. But one thing is clear. The flash drive exists, the truth exists, and one day it will come to light. Just when the world thought it had seen the worst of the storm, the Yu Menglong investigation took another electrifying turn that no one saw coming. Days after detectives unearthed the mysterious flash drive and phone from his apartment, a new piece of evidence has emerged, one that could rewrite everything the world believed about his final hours. What the detectives discovered next didn't just deepen the mystery, it detonated it like a bomb across global headlines. According to inside sources close to the investigation, digital forensic experts have successfully decrypted a new folder hidden deep within the flash drive. The folder, buried under multiple layers of encryption, was titled Truth Archive, Do Not Open. When it finally loaded on screen, the room fell into a chilling silence. Inside were several short video clips, each more shocking than the last. One video showed Yu Menglong sitting alone in his dimly lit apartment, visibly distressed, his eyes red, as though he hadn't slept in days. He stared directly into the camera and said words that have now been burned into the minds of millions across the globe. If you're watching this, it means I couldn't escape it. They came for me. But remember, truth doesn't die, even if I do. The investigators who watched that footage reportedly broke down in disbelief. Yu's voice trembled, his tone haunted, yet there was an unshakable strength in his words. He spoke about a file that could break the chains of corruption and mentioned a list of names that are now rumored to include some of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry. Though authorities have yet to confirm the authenticity of those names, the leak has caused panic among insiders and sent the internet into a frenzy. What shocked everyone even more was the discovery of an unsent message on Yu's second phone. The draft was addressed to someone saved as Sparrow. It read, "It's done. The truth is backed up. If I don't show up tomorrow, you know what to do. Don't let them bury me in silence." This revelation proves beyond doubt that Yu Menglong knew something was coming. He knew his life was in danger. And yet, instead of running, he chose to face it, to fight for the truth no matter the cost. Detectives have now confirmed that multiple individuals named in the files have been summoned for questioning. Several of them, however, have already fled abroad. The police are reportedly working with international authorities to locate them. Rumors suggest that one of the people under investigation was the last to speak to Yu Menglong on the night of his death. Surveillance footage from a nearby building even captured a shadowy figure entering his apartment late that night and leaving just hours before his body was found. The atmosphere around the case has turned explosive. Fans across Asia, Europe, and America have begun massive online campaigns demanding full disclosure of the investigation results. Protests have erupted outside entertainment agencies and news stations, with fans holding signs that read, "We want the truth and justice for Yu Menglong." The pressure on authorities is intensifying by the minute, and the entire world seems to be waiting for one thing: the release of the full contents of the flash drive. But there's another twist. According to recent leaks, detectives believe Yu Menglong may have created a backup copy of the drive, hidden somewhere outside his apartment. This has triggered a massive search across multiple locations he frequently visited, including a countryside villa and a rented studio space. If that second drive is found, it could blow the entire case wide open and finally expose every name, every secret, and every betrayal behind his death. Online forums are exploding with theories. Some believe Sparrow is a journalist you trusted with the information. Others suspect Sparrow might be a close friend, or even someone within the police department itself. A few chilling theories even suggest Sparrow might have been eliminated, just like you. But one thing is certain. Whoever Sparrow is, they hold the key to the final truth, and the world is waiting for their next move. Fans have also noticed something eerie. Yu Menglong's last social media post before his death. It was a simple black and white image of a broken clock with the caption, "Time reveals everything." At the time, no one thought much of it. Now it feels like a hidden message from beyond, his final clue to the world. Meanwhile, detectives are working around the clock to decode the last fragments of data recovered from a flash drive. Experts describe the files as a digital maze, suggesting you went to great lengths to protect the evidence. One cyber analyst revealed anonymously, it's as if he knew they came for him. He wanted to make sure the truth couldn't die with him. Every encryption layer feels like his final stand against the people who betrayed him. Dig, the clearer it becomes that Yu Menglong's death wasn't just a tragedy. It was a warning. He was trying to expose a dark system, one that, and even in death, pushing that system into the light. His courage has sparked a movement that can no longer be contained. People are uniting under his name, refusing to let the truth be buried. His fans are no longer just admirers. They become soldiers for justice, fighting for his voice to be heard. Now, as the investigation reaches its most critical stage, the world is holding its breath. Detectives are convinced the final truth lies within those remaining encrypted files. Every day brings new tension, new leaks, and new revelations. And the question remains, when the full truth is revealed, will the world warn that what's coming could destroy everything we thought we knew about fame, power, and trust? Yu Menglong's legacy is no longer just about the films he made or the smiles he gave. It's about the courage to fight back against a world built on lies. He might be gone, but his truth is alive, echoing louder than ever. And somewhere, Sparrow may still be watching, waiting for the right moment to release. Just beginning. The world is on the edge, waiting for the next revelation, the one that could finally bring justice to Yu Menglong and expose those who thought they could silence him forever. Fire if you think what you've read so far is shocking. Just wait for what's coming next. The mysterious flash drive is about to explode and will be the Subscribe now to K-Drama Spark for exclusive updates, breakdowns, hidden leaks, and behind-the-scenes secrets that no one else dares to reveal. Collision, don't blink. Don't scroll. Don't miss the next chapter of this real-life drama that's shaking the entire world. Turn on your notifications, hit that subscribe button, and join the growing community that refuses to stay silent. The truth is coming, and you deserve to see it first.